5 o'clock on the dot. Here at the spot, here we are. Break on through. Tuesday break on through. 5 o'clock. I am your host, Jeffrey K. Clayton, the long-haired weirdo. The unimpeachable president for life. You can't impeach me. And when I drop dead, no one moves into the spot because the spot's gone. Unimpeachable, unreplaceable. Ooh, I got a lot to talk about today, everybody. I got a lot to talk about today. Got some stuff to show you. Got to show you some things. Tell you a couple stories and let you know what's going on in ANTiSEEN land and in the other land that I happen to take up residence in. Oh, Derek Giles is with us live today. Hey, Derek. Hello, everybody. Happy Tuesday. Happy Tuesday. Well, some of you may have noticed because you've written me and asked me, Jeff Clayton, how come Malpractice and GG Record and the 10-inch ain't on the damn website? I haven't talked to Mike Pilmer, the web guy, yet. Don't worry, I will. Stephen, it's Wednesday for you, but it's still Tuesday here in the real world. All right, hope everyone's doing all right. Let's see, like I told you, I have announcements. Last week I was telling you I was chomping at the bit to tell you about something. And the next day it became public. But now I can make the official break on through announcement. My main man, Jeff Williams, who is the head honcho over at Stop Talking, is also co-partner in a record label called Scat Boy Records, which also features another one of my main mains, Steve Wenzel. They used to both be in the Dead Kings together. Well, Scat Boy Records is releasing what I consider, and a bunch of you probably consider it too, a classic bit of history onto LP. Rancid Vat, Radio Rampage, live at WXCI Radio. Yes, sir. It's going to have two versions, a black vinyl version and an opaque red vinyl version. So what do you think of that? I think it's amazing, and it's going to happen soon. Test pressures have been approved. However long it takes, to get everything together from that step on is how long it'll take. But believe me, when we have them in hand to show you, I will show you. Keep watching my page, the ANTiSEEN page, and Destructo Central page for when the pre-order for those begins. All right. I can't find a pen to mark off stuff that I've talked about, so I'll probably end up talking about two things in the same show that I've already talked about. It's very important to have a mark off pen. All right, I want to show you something. I got this the other day from my main Dave Prino over at, I forget which order, the Angry, Young, and Poor. Look at that. Venom, the singles. Look at this. 5 singles in this box set. Why am I showing you this? Man, I like the old Venom, the 3-piece. Some of the others good, but you know, it just didn't catch me like this stuff did. Most of it, all the way up to Possessed, I guess. But I just wanted to show y'all something. I want to show you something, then I want to get your opinion on something. See, look here. All the singles, the first singles, you know, and they're all done up real nice. White with black splatter. I finally got a copy of this. It's not broken. You know, red and clear. I'll say I don't have to show you everything, but I'm going to go ahead and show you everything. Acid Queen, yellow and red splat. Warhead, black with white splat. And Manitou, yellow with some little brown splats. Very Native American of you, Venom. Anyway, so as soon as, by the way, thank you, Dave. Got here in record lightning time. Dave Prino is always my main when it comes to getting some of this good shit. So, now the reason I'm showing it to you, not to show you that I got some Venom records, I want to show, because as soon as I got this out and looked at it, who did I text? My main, Mark Rainey at TKO Records. Mark Rainey, look at this Venom box set of singles. Don't you think we should do something like these? I was thinking the same thing. And you know, I've told you guys the ANTiSEEN process. Things could be talked about 16 years ago. And act like, oh, God, yeah, that's what we're going to do. Oh, yeah. Never happens. 16 years later, it'll happen. My question to you. All right, see, Stephen, you're already showing enthusiasm. I like that. Yep, Dave, ANTiSEEN Wrestling Box. Oh, okay. My question to you, I mean, look, we have re-released Drastic, EP Royalty, and not quite as often, but it's been reissued and put on 12-inch and everything, Blood of Freaks. So, if we're doing an ANTiSEEN singles box set, I mean, is it necessary that we redo Drastic, EP Royalty, and Blood of Freaks? Or should we just stick to the singles? And if we do the singles, include split singles, or invent singles with our sides of the split singles. There's all kind of ways to go about this. I mean, just off the top of my head, I was thinking, man, it'd be great to do complete reissues of Two-Headed Dog, Because I Love You single, Walking Dead Haunted House. Oh boy, I had to get a Destructo Maximus out. I mean, I can't remember discography and stuff, but whatever we decide, whether we decide to go in order again, yeah, okay, Stephen, singles, which haven't been released the most. I agree. See, I just don't think putting out Drastic and EP Royalty again is like a, because we put it out on 7-inch. We put it out on double 7-inch. Both of them have been released in their own 12-inch format. And they were both reissued, you know, in the day when they were first released. They went into second pressings and stuff. So, yeah, I'm thinking we can let those rest a bit and just move on further into the discography. But I'm really impressed with this box. And I think it's a really nice thing to have. And but what I was going to say is, whatever we decide to do, whichever way we go on this, it is going to feature a brand new single from the current lineup. Not filler that we threw away, not live tracks, a brand new studio recorded single. 2 songs. Boing, boing. So, that's the plan for that. So, you guys can comment here. I'll go back and read it later. Or you can direct message me. So, yeah, you're right, Dave. There's all kinds of possibilities. A band with as long a history and in us, you know, there's all kinds of ways to go. All right. God, I wish I had. You know what, y'all? I got to get me a mark-off pen. I started to tell you about Rancid Vat. Hold a second. All right. Mark-off pen in hand. We're talking about Rancid Vat. We're talking about the 7-inch box set. All right. Man, we went into commando mode over the past weekend. Mainly me and Phil Keller. Oh, I just remembered something I had to write about. Or talk about. Hold on a second. But, damn, I wish some of y'all were here so I could ask you what the hell I was even talking about. Oh, yeah, I know what it was. Commando mode. So that we could get everything together for Live from Quarantine 2. Halloween in Quarantine. Everything's done. Tracks have been sent off. Artwork is with Mark Rainey right now. Phil Keller, man, I put Phil Keller through get me some art boot camp. But he came through with flying colors, and it looks fantastic. You guys are going to dig it. What's different about this from Quarantine 1, you might be asking? Well, I'm going to tell you. Kim, did you get your stuff yet? I see you watching. No DVD this time. A fantastic cover. We've done something that I've wanted to do ever since I had a band. And you know what I got to do? I got to walk right over there and get what it is I want to show you. Hey, I'm not very prepared today. Well, when you got so much to do when you get home, you don't have time to prepare for break on through. All right, now I'm back. One of my greatest memories of when I first started record collecting. And man, everybody on here collects records. Or loves music, anyway. So you all are going to know what the hell I'm talking about. There's things that happen when you first get your first group of records. And there's things that you sit there and you just like, you can't take your eyes off of it. One of those for me was it. Not much to it. 2 sheets of paper. 2 11 by 22 pieces of paper. If you count the covers, 8 pages. Look at that shit right there. Now you telling me 1975 Jeff Clayton wasn't just like shitting himself? Oh yeah. We have reproduced this book in the image of ANTiSEEN. So that will be with Quarantine 2. Halloween in quarantine. Plan is to have Quarantine 1 reissued. No DVD again this time. But if I'm not mistaken, I think we're doing a poster. And so what the color combinations of vinyl are going to be, I do not know, man. I mean, that's when I tell you we just knocked this out. It's like all of a sudden me and Rainey were talking. I said, Rainey, what do we got to do to get ready for Quarantine to come out in October? We'd like for it to come out around Halloween. He's like, man, well, we got to have everything now. And I was like, oh, fuck. But where there is a will, there is a way. It's going to happen. Quarantine 2. I mean, I know you might be like, well, goddamn, how many fucking live albums are you going to put out with all the same songs on it? Well, you know, these sets, we had some pretty deep cut set lists. So I hope that makes up for something. And plus, you know, these were from the live broadcasts, which were... which I think for us was a pretty special thing. I mean, it's not the way we would have liked to have performed for everyone in 2021 or 2020, but it was the way we were kind of forced to. And I don't know about y'all, but old JC can smell Shut Down 2 Electric Boogaloo coming. What do you guys think? Maybe where you're at, it's not looking that way. We'll see. Well, you know, when something is successful one time, you do it again. Even The Exorcist. Chainsaw shirts are in production. I should have those in a week or so. Man, I'll get all those out to you. ASAP! Glow-in-the-dark chainsaw. Everyone that got one will have theirs soon. Last Friday was... Friday is usually our band practice day, but last Friday I had to Actually, what it was we had my brother Ward stay home. And I had to go to Barry's home studio. And I laid down some lead vocals. One of the lead vocals I laid down, I did not confirm with the head honcho today of that project. So I don't know if it's okay to spill the beans on that yet. So Joey Killingsworth, if you're here, if you're breaking on through with us, give me the word. If mum's the word, or if I can let it fly, if you're in here. But the other thing, I did lead vocals for a band. I think these fellers are from Sweden, called Savage Beat. One of the only new bands I know that TKO is actually getting behind. You know, Mark had pretty much left TKO to be a reissue label. You know, just basically doing just us, Poison Idea, and the Templars. But he saw something in these guys, and he dug it, and they wanted to know if Jerry A. and myself would each do a vocal track with them on this. It's going to be a double 7-inch. And I did the Motorhead slash Pink Fairies song, City Kids. And I'm not sure what the track was that Jerry A. did, but we're both on the same record together again. Okay, got that out of the way. Shows, well, you know, August 27th, Ground Zero, Spartanburg, South Carolina. Ground Zero. ANTiSEEN. Him, Bray, and the Satan Sisters. Live. You can't beat it. You know, you can sit there and go, hey, we don't go to shows no more. But there's a show you can go to. Hey, are you guys going to play Gary, Indiana? Road trip. You're in Indiana? You know there's going to be some ANTiSEEN going on? Hop in the car, go to a gas station, get some of that newly Joe Biden priced gas, and come on down, son. But, you know, I guess we all got to watch out for Shutdown 2, Electric Boogaloo. The next night, August 28th, Tipsy Burrow. Pat Lynch, you want to know about my shirt, huh? Channel 56, WLVI, Creature Feature. I think that was a Philadelphia television station. Am I correct? Tipsy Burrow. Doors are at 9, but get there early because Tipsy Burrow is a kick-ass restaurant. We're going to be eating dinner there. Come on down and sit with us. Get you some. Fellowship Hour. Boston. Okay, I knew it was up north. August 27th, August 28th. What else you need to know? 2 nights of something you can do. But I'm going to go see Kiss in Raleigh on the 28th. Riding down to Charlotte. hanging out with ANTiSEEN and then riding all the way back to Raleigh is still going to be cheaper than buying a T-shirt at the Kiss show. I'll tell you that right now. But anyway, all right, shows. I talked about shows. Man, I don't even write this shit. See, I don't write this shit in order, so I don't know what's going on. And you know, we've reached a point in the show where I'm going to talk about my friend Janice Blythe, the original Ruby from The Hills Have Eyes and The Hills Have Eyes 2. She was the best thing about Eaten Alive besides the creepy main character. I would not remember his name if I wasn't thinking about it, if I was thinking about it. But better than the alligator. Eaten Alive. Incredible Melting Man. Phantom of the Paradise. Black Oak Conspiracy. Drive-In Massacre. She's been all over the silver screen. But now, she's in a bad way, I told you. She had hip surgery. And, you know, she's not able to work. Soon she's going to have knee surgery. She got a double whammy, man. But you know, she's driving again. She's healing up nicely from the hip surgery, and she's driving around. So you know, if you guys order pictures or if you send stuff to her to get signed, you know, you're not gonna have to wait like 2 or 3 weeks. You know, she heals up. She's good. But she's been in a bad way, man, because she's in this house, you know, that she lives in now, and the central air doesn't work, and she's in, you know, Palm Springs, California, and I don't know if you've heard, but man, it's getting like 126 degrees out there, and this is not like a comfort, like, oh, I'm uncomfortable. You know, can you talk to your fan base and my fan base and see if you know, we can help me get my. It's not that, man. You know, look, she's got a little window unit for her room where she, you know, her bedroom where she stays. But some of you out there have made contributions, and man, I appreciate the hell out of it. And you know she does. But just to kind of help roll it along a little bit, she's really not short, not very short, maybe about $1,000 short. But I've got some things right here that I want to offer up for donations. And what I'm thinking, if anyone's able to make a $100 donation to her, I will send you one of these. What is it, Jeff Clayton, you may be asking? Well, it is a official video release poster of the last movie she did. Soldier's Fortune. It starred Gil Gerard, Charles Napier, and Dan Haggerty. The late Dan Haggerty, who was Grizzly Adams. It was a adventure, gun, you know, commandos type movie, and it came out of the theaters, and then it made it to video in the early 90s, and then the guy who owned the rights to the movie, it's a story, if I can remember it correctly, he was involved in some sort of bad car accident, and ever since then he's had no interest in doing anything with any of his films and all. So this one's not, it's not on DVD, it's not on streaming. I mean, just think what the guy could probably earn from it getting it on streaming. I mean, I don't know how it all works, but I can pretend I do. But man, I bought up a bunch of posters for this, promo posters from video stores. And I got a few of them, and I sent them all to her. Told her to sign them. She didn't have one, so I said, well, you know, you keep one for yourself. But and it's the only movie she ever did where the official release had her on the poster. So there it is. And man, this thing is big. It's 27 by 40. So it's you see, she signed it. She signed it. Janice Blank, Alex. Alex was the name of her character in this film. You see, she's holding a gun. Gals with guns is always a good thing to hang on your wall. Unless it's your wife pointing one at you. But I have 3. So, if you can, if you're interested in one, contact me on my Facebook page. I'll give you her PayPal information. Make the donation. I will send these out to you. I have 3. $100 donation. All right. My wife and I, you know, Miss Clayton, I don't know if she's in here. I hadn't seen her pop in yet, but we were talking the other day, man, talking about talking about the Young Brothers, oddly enough, and talking about their obsession with the movie Cool Hand Luke. I mean, I like the movie. These guys loved the movie. Well, they were talking, man, way back in 1993. We were over in Germany, and we're, you know, riding down the Autobahn, and the boys start talking about Cool Hand Luke and talking about their favorite scene where Luke said he could eat 100 boiled eggs. And they were, you know, of course, man, when you see Jeff Young, when you would see Jeff Young talking about this, it was it was more entertaining than watching the movie, because that guy loved Cool Hand Luke. Well, man, we're in the van, you know, and Tom goes, I could eat 100 eggs. And we're like going, man, ain't no fucking way you could eat 100 eggs. Well, we were going to our record label owner, Michael Grove, and his wife Astrid. We were going to stay at their apartment for a few days. This is back when man, was it 93 when George Foreman took on that German kid? And that kid beat the shit out of Foreman, but they still made Foreman like had the points and let him win. Oh boy, was that the same year? Because we were at the same place, and we watched the fight there. And but man, we had a day off. We had 2 days off. So we're staying in a place where we got, you know, nice accommodations, a bathroom, a kitchen. And we said, so we wanted Tom to put his, you know, to back up his claim he could eat 100 eggs. So, man, we went down to a grocery store down there, and, man, we must have bought, we didn't buy 100, but we bought 60 something, and said that if those get gone, someone else will run down there and get the remaining 40. Well, Tom says, well, here's the deal though. I ain't eating no boiled egg. I want scrambled eggs. We're like, man, 100 eggs is 100 eggs. I don't care how the hell you eat them. You can put them in a blender for all I care. I just want to see you eat 100 eggs. And I'm glad we had 2 days to rest. But man, so there we go. We get in the kitchen. Jeff Young is breaking and scrambling up eggs, boy. And we're putting them on Tom's plate, man. We're all just sitting there watching. And, man, he's eating, you know. I mean, he's not, like, wolfing them down. He's just, you know. But it don't take him long. And, man, I think he got... I wish I had called him and asked him about that. But I'm thinking he got to about, like, 36 before he just said, I'm done. I can't do no more. But Greg was like, well, damn, get me them eggs. My brother, Greg Clayton. And so Jeff kept frying him up, you know, scrambling him up some eggs. And, man, I think Greg got to 28 or 32 or something like that. And, man, look, I'm a big guy. I couldn't do 10 eggs. I'd be puking all over the place. But these boys are putting them away, and man, that was funny as hell. That was just one of them, road moments. It's just happening, and you just can't kind of believe what you're seeing, but it makes all the sense in the world at that moment. But speaking of the Young brothers, I am going to pick up the cause that we had for getting the Young boys a tombstone. I'm waiting to see what happens with Shut Down 2 Electric Boogaloo, if it happens. And if it don't, I'm going to move forward, I guess. Even if it does, I will. I mean, I'll do a GoFundMe. I mean, Jeff and Joe ain't going nowhere. They're right there. Right up there. But, yeah, we want to get them a plot in Lenore. And at first we thought a plaque. We're like, you know what, man? If we got enough people, we can get them a fucking tombstone that looks fucking awesome. So that's what we're going to do. Tombstone. Young brothers. So, of course, I'll keep you all abreast of that. Well, man, I am going to close out with something that I acquired on Friday or Thursday. I don't remember what day it was. But I'll tell you where I got it from. From a main man, Jimmy Repo. That Repo record. Man, it always helps to have people in high places. Because when they see something come down the trail, and of course, when he saw this one, who's the first son of a bitch you think he thought of? Old JC. Man, this is just the kind of relationship me and old JP have. But this is one of the first times that I'm going to do a break on through where I go remote. I mean, it's maybe not the first time, but it's going to get loud. You're going to hear a lot of noise. But I want you guys and gals out there to feast your eyes upon this. Oh, yeah. That is what you think it is. The Waxworks Godzilla soundtrack box set. Oh yeah, I'm gonna show it to you in detail now. Look here, there's the slipcase right there. Look at that nice thing. Look at that. Ain't no getting no better than that. Great picture on the back. You get a Godzilla slip mat. And man, there's 15 different films And some of these soundtracks are 2 record sets, like Godzilla vs. Mothra, which in America was Godzilla vs. The Thing. It's 2 record. King Kong vs. Godzilla is 2 record. I think most of you will remember the Smog Monster as having a really groovy psychedelic soundtrack with the psychedelic Japanese band singing Save the Earth. My favorite of that period of Godzilla movies is Godzilla vs. Megalon. Because Megalon only appeared in one movie, in that one. He was a badass monster. But Gigan was in it, and of course Jet Jaguar, who also only appeared in one. Maybe he appeared in more in Japan. I don't know. But look at that, man. Each record is colored vinyl, and they coincide with the artwork. See, maybe you guys have noticed that a lot of ours, the colored vinyl coincides with the cover. I see that kind of shit's important, especially when you got an eye for design and stuff. Look at here. See, there's one of those crappy Godzilla movies, Godzilla's Revenge, the ones that were made for little kids. Here's a 2 record set. Godzilla vs. Gigan, in America known as Godzilla on Monster Island. Terror of Mechagodzilla. Monster Zero versus the Sea Monster. That one was kind of crappy, but that's a beautiful piece of art right there. Look at that. Man, it's awesome. Godzilla's Revenge. Terrible. But Destroy All Monsters. That was a good one. Ghidorah the Three-Headed Monster. That was another one of my favorites, man. But yeah, man, it's got the magnetic door. Boing. Right there. But look at that. Yep. My main Jimmy Repo sure came through for old JC. So you know I'm gonna plug, you know, Repo Records. Repo Records is one of my favorite stores. Any Ultraman collectibles, Jim? Oh yeah. I'll show you one day. I've been promising you guys. I'm going to show you this whole fortress in here. I'm going to go around the whole room, show you everything. See my Dali poster, man? We got that off a drunken night walking around in Hamburg. Still got it. I think that was back in 90. I don't know. It might have the year on it. I can't read it backwards. But, oh yeah, wait a minute. 1995. But yeah, Jim, it's going to happen soon, man. I'm tweaking things now. I'm just kind of like, okay, to get ready for today's break on through, man, I made a huge mess getting everything ready. And so now when I get done here, I gotta clean up this mess, and then I'll be making another mess when I go to take pictures of all the T-shirts I'm getting rid of and all that stuff. So yeah, I'll be more than happy to take you guys around, man. I just want it to be right. And see, I got a bunch. Well, you can't see. I haven't turned around, but I got a bunch of crates and boxes over there, stuff I still got to go through. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it up. Thanks to all of you for coming today. Thanks to you that are watching later. A happy Tuesday to all, man. You take care. You be careful. You watch out. If they start talking shutdown, don't let the sequel be as good as successful as the original. Just do what you got to do. And you just tell those assholes, hey, assholes, I'll see you on the other side when I break on through.